Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear young memorizers, dear believers, thanks to Allah who has enabled us to love the holy book of Quran and privileged us, my dear young believers, to memorize verses of Quran. In this short talk, we will go over a few points that are good to know and to follow for quality memorization. Do not worry if you don't know them now or cannot follow them soon. We highlight them for those who can do and follow. If you don't, not to worry, and keep up your memorization in the same method you have been doing so far. In this short talk, we will have a short introduction, and then we will mention a few benefits of recitation and memorization of the Holy Quran. Then we will go over to the main topic of describing what good memorization is. For memorization, we need three important pillars. One, motivation and desire. You need to love recitation. Second, time to practice. If you have time and you don't have desire and interest to or motivation, you will find it very difficult to practice memorization. If you have motivation and you don't have much time, again, you will not succeed. You will not go long. So these are the two main, and then after achieving those 2 points, you need to learn the techniques of memorization. What's the benefit of memorization? In narrations we have that أهل القرآن في أعلى درجة من الآدميين ما عدا النبيين والمرسلين. Another narration من قرأ القرآن وهو شاب مؤمن اختلط القرآن بلحمه ودمه وجعله الله مع السفرة الكرام البررة. A young believer who recites Quran will be mixed with his flesh and blood, and in life after he will be with the noble messengers, angels. One good benefits for memorization as well is to strengthen your memory. It will help you in your studies as well. Memorization will expand your memory cells and will give you a great power. It will save you time. When you start memorization of Quran, you will realize how much time you had in your life that you never paid attention to. So you will start to save the wasted time you had been not doing before. And again, as you know that everybody who wants to talk to Allah, he can recite Quran. So for that, then you will be in constant contact with Allah. There are more benefits that we will skip for now, and we will go to the main point. In this talk, I need you to concentrate on the characteristics of good memorization. What is expected from you as a good memorizer? I have divided this in superficial characteristics and spiritual characteristics. I'll go over the superficial very quickly. It's to sharp memory. Quick answer reflects sharp memory. And for sharp memory, you need to practice and train regularly. It's very obvious when someone asks you a verse of a surah or a surah, you should be able to answer the question with confidence. You should know that each verse in which surah is located. That's a very good technique and a sign of you are a good memorizer. Position of the verse. You should know the location of the verse. When someone asks you a question about reciting a verse on the heart, then you should know whether the verse is on the left side of the pages of the Quran or on the right page of the Quran. You should know that the verse is at the top or the bottom of the page. These are all help with your memorization. Fluency of memorization. Another point. You should know the verse before and after that, the one you've been asked to recite. These will give you a great fluency in memorization technique and in competitions. Reinforcing your memorization, you can do that by, this is of course for advanced memorizers, that a good memorizer, when you advance, inshallah, you should be able to memorize the verses of a surah in correct order from 1 to 10 and from 1 to the end. And again, you should be able to memorize from the end back to the one. Like if you do Surah Al-Hamd, you can do it Alhamdulillah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen to the end, and you can practice doing Sirat al-Ladhina an'amta alayhim, Ihdina as-Sirat al-Mustaqim, Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'in, going from 7 to 6 to 5 to the beginning. This is a good technique that will make you a good memorizer and a good competitor in musabaqat, inshallah, and competitions. There are a few other examples and techniques about how to be a good memorizer. We will leave it for later sessions, inshallah. The spiritual aspect of quality memorization is as follows. It has to be for the sake of Allah. It has to be for Allah, not to show off. Second, it must be for the purpose of seeking knowledge. When we recite Quran or memorize the verses, we have to know that it's for the sake of knowledge. We have to learn from the verses. It's not just that we memorize them by tongue. We have to know them, ponder upon them, realize the benefit and the quality of each verse. Another point, the third one of spiritual aspect of memorization, is that to increase your knowledge. As you know, there's a verse in Quran which says, وَقُلْ رَبِّي زِدْنِي عِلْمًا. So by memorizing more and more, we increase our knowledge. Again, it must be for the intention of spreading knowledge among people. As a narration from Imam Ali alayhi salam says, جَمَالُ الْعِلْمِ نَشْرُهُ وَثَمَرَتُهُ الْعَمَلَ بِهِ. So the beauty, and also there's another narration which says, زَكَاةُ الْعِلْمِ نَشْرُهُ. The beauty of knowledge, the zakat of knowledge, is to spread it out among people. So if you learn memorization, inshallah, you put in your intention that you will teach it to your fellow students, your fellow friends in the future, inshallah. A good memorizer is also the one who can utilize the talent of memorization to correct his action. So Quranic lifestyle, he can employ the knowledge of Quran memorization into his daily life. So what we finalize today, what we expect from you as a good memorizer when you come to competition. You have to be calm. You have to breathe in deeply and out before you start. You listen to the question very good and do not speed up in responding to the question. Think about where you've been asked to start from and recite slowly with confidence and with good articulation and makharij, inshallah. And don't put in your mind that people watching you. Just pretend you are sitting at home and you are calm, alone, nobody looking at you. So chill out, answer your question, and inshallah, Allah will give you success, inshallah, in your competition. We look forward to meet you, inshallah, soon. And I pray for you and for your other contestant, inshallah, to be successful in memorization, whether you memorize one surah, two surahs, or as many as you can. May Allah bestow His bounties and His blessing upon you all. And thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.